Hi everybody, I am Janice Murray. Thank you so much for visiting my YouTube channel. I am here today because I wanted to give you a little bit of backstory about me. I told you that I was going to bring you along on my journey, and I do plan to do that, but I think that it's important that you understand where I came from in order to understand where I've been, where I'm at, and where I plan to go. So I grew up in a tiny town in north central Pennsylvania. About 2.5 miles around the perimeter of the actual town. There was a lot of land outside of that circle that was considered town. I graduated with a class of about 48 people, so it's not very big. Didn't have a football team, not a lot going on. Spent a lot of time at keg parties and roller skating and playing outside and just doing things that you do when you live in the middle of nowhere. I do want to talk about my family. I do this with no intention of hurting anyone. This is my story. I'm putting it out there. This is my truth. Other people might have a different perspective. I don't mean to sully anybody's reputation or give anybody a bad impression of anyone in my family. It just is what it is. My dad was an alcoholic. By the time I came along, he was later in life. And it was pretty advanced. Most of my memories of him are not pleasant. There was domestic violence. Several occasions I saw the dinner table flipped over for various reasons. It seemed like there was just a lot of turmoil. I don't have a whole lot of memories, honestly. A few good ones, more bad ones, and a lot of just blank space. I think that the human mind is a pretty incredible thing when it comes to defending us from stuff that maybe we just don't need to know about. So it wasn't easy, it was, my older brothers and sisters were out of the house. I have a sister that was there for all of it. She was 16 when he passed. I was 9, about to turn 10. And, so we went from chaos and just really walking on eggshells. You never knew from one day to the next what you were going to get, which version of Irv was going to be coming home. It was always a mystery. So it was pretty chaotic, pretty tough situation to live in. And then it was just over. He died of a massive heart attack on March 1st, 1982. And it got really quiet after that. About a month to 6 weeks later, my brother, the youngest of the older siblings, committed suicide. I don't know the reason. He didn't leave a note. There's been lots of speculation. Again, I was only 9, so I really have no idea. So it was a rough spring for us, 1982. Obviously, my mom had a lot of problems. After that, she was dealing with just the trauma of being in a relationship with an alcoholic and then losing him and then losing her child on top of that. I can't even imagine. Shortly after that, her high school sweetheart came back into the picture and, gave her the life that she wanted. Unfortunately, it kind of left me behind. He and I didn't get along. I didn't have the greatest beginning in life, and obviously I had issues. I didn't behave the way anyone should behave. And so because of that, he left and said, if you want to be with me, I'm going to be over here. So she went over there. Don't get me wrong, my mom loved me. I have no doubt about that. She loved me with her whole heart and did the best for me that she knew how to do in the situation. However, when she chose him, that kind of left me lacking the basic things that people need. I was a teenager, preteen, teenage girl, and didn't really have anybody. I had a house. I always had everything I needed. She bought me a car when I turned 16. By most people's standards, I was spoiled materialistically. But to get any kind of attention, or, just the support that I needed, I spent a lot of time at my friends' houses. And that's that, you know, kind of had chaos and then some abandonment. So my base, my foundation was not the best. And as you can imagine, it led to a lot of terrible decisions. You know, I'm now 47 years old. I have 4 daughters, 3 different fathers. You know, the first one when I was younger, and it was her and I for a little while, and then I married someone and had my other 2 daughters, the middle 2. That didn't work out, and sometime later I got with my youngest daughter's father, and again that didn't work out, you know. And here's what I found: when you start, everybody, it doesn't matter what your start is, you build your decision-making skills, your coping skills, your core beliefs, your values. All of that is determined in those early years, and you base all of your decisions for the rest of your life on that. And hopefully you grow from the mistakes that you make, and you can break some of the patterns that form throughout that bad decision making, you know, based on the beliefs that you have about the world in general and about yourself. Not everybody does. I consider myself very blessed to have gotten to the place where I am right now. I feel great. You know, all of that stuff did happen. Did it happen to me? No, I don't think so. It just kind of happened, you know? It is what it is. It happened in my life. At this point, I'm very grateful for all of it, you know, because it made me who I am. And it got me to the point that I'm at right now, where I looked inside myself enough to say, what is it with me that keeps bringing these same types of people and same patterns into my life? So that's how I got my start. You know, it wasn't the greatest, but I'm grateful for it. I love my parents. Sometimes I harbor a little bit of resentment towards them. I'm working on it. You know, today I'm feeling pretty good about it. It is what it is. You know, every single one of us at every given moment is doing the best that we can with where we're at. We're all on this journey. We're all on separate journeys, on our own journeys, and different points on the path. So that's what I have for today. I hope that you enjoy it. I hope that you will come back for the next post. I don't know when it's going to be, but you know, we'll get into the story some more. I don't want to give a lot of details about a lot of stuff. Like I said, I don't want to say anything that's going to hurt any feelings or shed a bad light on anyone in my family, but I feel that this stuff is pertinent to my story, so I wanted to share it with you. Again, thank you so much for coming and visiting me on my YouTube channel. If you like my video, please hit the like button, please subscribe, please share, and oh, and if you like my jewelry, you need to find your local paparazzi dealer. $5, can't beat it. Great stuff. Thank you. Have a great day. Peace and love.